To discuss as White House borders are, Tom Homan. All right, Tom, what's your message to not having masks, Gavin Newsom, tonight?
Well, good luck with that. You know, federal law always trumps state law and local law. And he asked the question, what are they afraid of? They're afraid of people like him, politicians who want to compare ICE to the Nazis.
If Governor Newsom is going to say, you know, it's going to be a crime that these people in law enforcement are covering their basements, then you need to make it a crime for these Antifa and rogue people on the streets that are covering their faces and committing crimes such as burning things down.
He's the one with a hateful rhetoric causing all these threats. He's one of the reasons why there's a 1,000% increase in threats against ICE officers. So ICE officers continue what they're doing. What he isn't mentioning, yeah, they wear a mask because they don't want to be doxxed, and their kids get doxxed, and their spouses get doxxed. But they got identifying information. It shows you're from ICE or FBI or DEA, or, you know, our partners who are on these operations. They're well identified. If we arrest somebody, they'll certainly be identified because they're going to be in the arrest report. So bottom line is, we're not going to coddle to the Governor Newsom. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. He ought to be thanking ICE. He ought to be thanking President Trump for making his state safer, because every public safety threat we take off his street makes this community safer.
Well, Tom, I mean, when you think about it, I guess you guys have deported over 200,000 people now. I'm not sure the exact number. A couple of weeks ago it was 200,000. We have 30 million or so illegals in the United States. The question for a lot of MAGA folks out there is, how do you possibly speed up this deportation? I know you're trying to hire a lot more people, but given the protests, given all the lawsuits, 200,000 people, it's not nothing, it's a lot, but it's still a drop in the bucket compared to how many people are here.
No, we're at over 400,000 deportations, and you know, between CBP and ICE, and that's just since the president took office. The first 4 months of the fiscal year, we can't count them because, you know, Joe Biden wasn't doing anything. But here's what people need to understand: two things. Number one, over 1.5 million illegal aliens, close to 1.6 illegal aliens already left the country on their own. Why? Because they see what ICE is doing out there every day. One of the reasons we have the most secure border in the history of this nation is because the great work of the men and women of the Border Patrol, the great work of President Trump and his leadership, but also because ICE is out there, over 1,000 teams all across the country arresting people. So a lot of people have left, a lot of people aren't coming, which helps to secure that border. And that was a part of the strategy from the beginning. We said if we show consequences, we show them we're actually out there looking for them, many will leave. So we knew a large population will leave, and over 1.5 million have. But what's to come? ICE is getting 10,000 more agents. Right now they got 5,000 deportation officers. We're tripling the size of the workforce. We're adding more detention beds. We're adding more flights and more transportation. So the numbers are going to explode here this next coming year.
Tom, I want to give you a chance to address this article that came out over the weekend, and it was on our always reliable MSNBC, and they said that you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts in Trump's second term. The DOJ said they concluded there was no criminal wrongdoing, but nevertheless, that story is out there, and I imagine you want to respond to that.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I did nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal. And it's hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. And I'm glad the FBI and DOJ came out and said, said that nothing illegal happened and nothing, no criminal activity. You're talking about a guy who spent 34 years enforcing the law. I mean, I left a very successful business that I ran to come back and work for a government again. I'm back on a government paycheck. Not only did I sacrifice my family sacrifices, I make sacrifices every day. I got more death threats than anybody. I got a security team around me, but guess what? My kids don't, my wife don't. I mean, I haven't lived with my wife in months because I don't want her to be here right now with all the threats. So after all the sacrifices, after serving my nation for all these years, they want to come out and dirty me up. And it's not going to end. There's a hit piece on me every 2 weeks. But keep coming, because you know what? Tom Homan isn't going anywhere. Tom Homan isn't shutting up. And Tom Homan's going to keep doing what he's doing, because working with President Trump's the greatest honor of my life. We're making this country safer again every day, and we're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, Tom Homan is just another person in the government that's needing this top security. All these people that are trying to clean up this country is going to need security. We got people like Gavin Newsom that are really not giving a damn about the security and safety of American citizens in his own state. And, you know, having somebody like Trump and Tom Homan come in and say, hey, we're going to do what we want to do for the safety of American citizens. Not because we don't like the way your policies and how you're running the state, which is, it plays a little bit of the factor, but Trump and Tom Homan, they've been speaking this for quite a few years. We're doing this for the American people. It's not about politics. It's about making sure we prevent more people from dying. And the more cases that have been coming out throughout the past couple years about deaths happening in certain parts of the country, and finding out that these deaths are being caused by illegal immigrants, people that should never have been here in the first place, has caused Trump to say, you know what, we're going to have the largest deportation ever. I mean, that's what happens when people can't police themselves, or we've allowed people to, in government, allowed them to open the borders and just say, hey, people, if you committed crimes in your country and, you know, your country is about to find you or take you to prison or sentence you to die in their country, come to America, where you get another freebie at life, and then commit crimes where they take innocent life. Let me know what you guys think about Tom Homan and what President Trump is doing with these mass deportations and the unmasking of federal agents. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think it's a good thing that we unmask these federal agents? You know, I spoke about some things in the past about how, you know, agents should be unmasked because we should have full transparency. I believe they should at least have their last name, their badge on them, and it's saying police or immigration officer, ICE, some type of signature on their uniform to let the people know who they are. If Governor Newsom is going to say, you know, it's going to be a crime that these people in law enforcement are covering their basements, then you need to make it a crime for these Antifa and rogue people on the streets that are covering their faces and committing crimes such as burning things down. You got to be equal with that. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Till next time, this was for Charlie.